Question number 22 given P term is A, यानी AP is equal to A और AP implies AR to the power P minus 1. AQ implies B और is equal to AQ implies AR to the power Q minus 1 and AR is equal to giving C R term or is equal to AR implies AR. Let us take R as capital R because here small r is used at term. So this is A and capital R to the power R minus 1. We have taken the common ratio as capital R. Now we have to prove. What we have to prove? So let us take capital A. First term as capital A because small a is used as the term. So now we have to prove. What we have to prove? A to the power Q minus R into B to the power R minus P into C to the power P minus Q is equal to 1. We have taken left hand side. A to the power Q minus R. A implies A R to the power P minus 1 or to the power Q minus R. B implies AR to the power Q minus 1 or to the power R minus P. And C implies AR to the power R minus 1 or to the power P minus Q. By expanding the powers A की power Q minus R minus P minus Q. Both are multiplication, so adding the powers Q minus R plus R minus P or plus P minus Q. And R to the power here P minus 1 into Q minus R, P minus 1 into Q minus R plus Q minus 1 into R minus P or plus R minus 1 or into P minus Q. Here P cancel, R cancel, Q cancel. So A to the power 0. A to the power 0 implies 1 and R to the power, open the bracket. So PQ minus PR or minus Q plus R or plus QR minus PQ minus R plus P or plus PR minus QR minus P or plus Q. Cancel. PQ, PQ, PR, PR, Q, Q, R, R, P, P, QR, QR. So A to the power 0 into R to the power 0 implies 1 into 1 or is equal to 1. Now question number 23. If the first and n term of a GP are A and B respectively, and if P is the product of n terms, prove that P square is equal to AB to the power n. We have given a GP whose first term is A and last term is B. Question number 23. Let common ratio of the GPs R. Then what are his terms? A, AR, AR square, as so on. Last term is given B. So term before the last is B upon R and term before this is B upon R cube, as so on. So we have written first 3 terms and last 3 terms. Let the product of these terms is equal to P. So P is equal to A into AR square up to B upon R cube. So B upon R square into B upon R or into B. If we reverse the GP, then product will not be changed. Product is associative. So P again B into B upon R into B upon R square, and so on. AR square into AR or into A. Okay, if we multiply first by second, this is first or this is second. So multiply first by second. What we get? P into P into P square. We multiply term by first term AB. Second term, yani AR into B upon R implies AB. Third term, AR square into B upon R square, again AB. Likewise, in the last, b upon r square into ar square implies ab. B upon r into ar, ab, and a into b implies ab. So each term will give ab, and ab because GP have n terms, so ab will repeat n times. So p square is equal to ab into ab up to n times, or implies p square is equal to ab to the power n, which we have to prove. So this is the solution of the question number 23. Now question number 24. So that the ratio of the sum of first n terms of a GP to the sum of terms from n plus 1 to 2n term is 1 upon r to the power n. So we have given a GP. Let first term of the GP, question number 24. So let first term is equal to A and common ratio is equal to R. So what is GP? GP is equal to AR square and so on. Let sum of first n terms is equal to S1. So what is S1? A plus AR square up to AR to the power n minus 1 implies A, or 1 minus R to the power n upon 1 minus R. This is S1. Let S2 is the sum from n plus 1th term to 2nth term. So S2, n plus 1th term. What is n plus 1 term? AR to the power n. The next term will be AR to the power n plus 1. And as so on, the last term is 2nth term. 2n term implies AR to the power 2n minus 1. This is also a GP. This is also a GP whose first term is AR to the power n and common ratio is R. So sum S2. S2 is equal to, by the formula, A. A implies AR to the power n, or 1 minus R. AR to the power 1 minus R to the power n. R is same. Common ratio is R also now, upon 1 minus R. By the formula, Sn is equal to A 1 minus R to the power n upon 1 minus R. Now we have to find the ratio S1 upon S2. So S1 upon S2. S1 implies A 1 minus R to the power n upon 1 minus R. Reverse of S2. Yani 1 minus R or upon AR to the power n, or 1 minus R to the power n. 1 minus R to 1 minus R cancelled. 1 minus R to the power n cancelled. A cancelled, imply S1 upon S2 is equal to 1 upon R to the power n. This is the solution of question number 24. Now let us take question number 26. Insert two numbers between 3 and 81 so that the resulting sequence is GP. We have to insert two geometric means between 3 and 81. This is question number 26. The given numbers are, one is 3 and other is 81. Let we have taken two geometric means G1 and G2. So there are four numbers. N is equal to 4 and the last is 81. So A4 is equal to 81 implies AR cube is equal to 81. A implies 3. 3 into R cube is equal to 81. R cube is equal to 27 and R is equal to 3. Now G1. What is G1? G1 is equal to AR implies 3 into 3, 9. G2 implies AR square. 3 into 3 square implies 27. So two numbers are 9 and 27, which are in GP between 3 and 81. Now the another important question, that is question number 27. Find the value of n so that a to the power n plus 1 plus b to the power n plus 1 upon a to the power n plus b to the power n may be the geometric mean between a and b. We have given two numbers a and b. Question number 27. GM of A and B. GM of A and B is equal to under root AB, or we can write AB to the power half. But it is given that AB to the power half implies GM is equal to A to the power n plus 1, B to the power n plus 1 upon A to the power n, or plus B to the power n. This is given. So cross multiply. So AB to the power half multiplied with A to the power n plus B to the power n is equal to A to the power n plus 1, or plus B to the power n plus 1. Open the bracket. Multiply. If we multiply A to the power n and A to the power half, so A to the power n plus half and B to the power half, plus here also A to the power half, or into B to the power n plus half. When we multiply A to the power half into A to the power n, then power will add according to law of the exponents, or is equal to A to the power n plus 1, or plus B to the power n plus 1. Now A to the power n plus half, B to the power half we transpose, minus A to the power n plus 1, or is equal to B to the power n plus 1, or minus A to the power half, or B to the power n plus half. Now we take common. A to the power n plus half common. This is common. So what we get? B to the power half minus. This is A to the power n plus 1, and n plus half is common. So A to the power half remains. A to the power half. This is n plus 1. We have taken n plus half common. So if we subtract n plus 1 minus n plus half, A to the power half. Same here, B to the power n plus half common, so implies B to the power half, or minus A to the power half. Cancel. Dividing by B to the power n plus half. So A to the power n plus half upon B to the power n plus half, or is equal to 1. Or 1 ko we can write A upon B to the power 0. So A upon B to the power n plus half is equal to A upon B to the power 0. Comparing by the law of exponent, if the two exponents are equal, then their base must be equal and powers must be equal. So n plus half is equal to 0, or n is equal to minus half. This is also an important question from the exercise. Now let us take question number 28. Again an important question. The sum of two numbers is 6 times their geometric mean, so that the numbers are in the ratio 3 plus 2 root 2, ratio 3 minus 2 root 2. Question number 28. Let two numbers are A and B. Let two numbers are A and B. It is given that sum of two numbers implies A plus B is 6 times their geometric mean. Implies 6 into and geometric mean of A and B is equal to under root AB, and we have to find out A ratio B. So we can write A plus B is equal to 3 into 2 under root AB divided by 2 under root AB. So A plus B upon twice of under root AB is equal to 3 ratio 1. Now we will use C and D rule, componendo and dividendo rule. So using C and D rule. What is C and D rule? If A upon B is equal to C upon D, then A minus B upon A plus B is equal to A plus B upon A minus B is equal to C plus D upon C minus D. So first add and subtract. Yani A plus B plus twice of under root AB upon A plus B minus twice of under root AB is equal to 3 plus 1 upon 3 minus 1. 3 plus 1 4, or 3 minus 1 2. Now A plus B plus 2 under root AB implies root A plus root B ka whole square. This is root A square, root B square, or plus twice of root AB. So we can write it root A plus root B ka whole square, and same here root A माइनस रूट बी का होल स्क्वायर और इज इक्वल टू 4/2। 4/2 इंप्लाइज 2 यानी 2/1 यानी रूट ए प्लस रूट बी अपॉन रूट ए माइनस रूट बी इज इक्वल टू ट्रांसपोजिंग द स्क्वायर टेकिंग पॉजिटिव स्क्वायर रूट तो रूट 2/1 again using C and D again using C and D rule तो रूट ए प्लस रूट बी प्लस रूट ए माइनस रूट बी अपॉन रूट ए प्लस रूट बी माइनस रूट ए प्लस रूट बी इज इक्वल टू रूट 2 + 1 और अपॉन रूट 2 - 1 C + D अपॉन C - D रूट बी कैंसिल रूट ए कैंसिल यानी ट्वाइस ऑफ रूट ए अपॉन ट्वाइस ऑफ रूट बी इज इक्वल टू रूट 2 + 1 अपॉन रूट 2 - 1 2 से 2 cancel. We have to find out a upon b. This is root a upon root b. So squaring again. Squaring first. What we get? Squaring first. तो रूट ए अपॉन रूट बी का स्क्वायर और इज इक्वल टू रूट 2 + 1 का स्क्वायर और अपॉन रूट 2 - 1 का स्क्वायर यानी a अपॉन बी और इज इक्वल टू रूट 2 का स्क्वायर 2 + 1 + 2 रूट 2 अपॉन 2 + 1 - 2 रूट 2 2 + 1 यानी 3 + 2 रूट 2 upon 3 - 2 रूट 2. So A ratio B is equal to 3 + 2 रूट 2 ratio 3 - 2 रूट 2 which we have to prove. Now let us take question number 29. If A and G are the AM and GM respectively between two positive numbers, prove that the numbers are A plus minus root A plus G into A minus G. We can solve by this method or by solving the linear equations. Question number 29. Let two numbers are A and B. So giving GM. GM is equal to what is under root AB or under root AB is equal to giving Z and AM is equal to A plus B upon 2 implies A or A plus B is equal to 2A. This is equation number second. If we divide the first by second by first, dividing second by first, what we get? So A plus B upon under root AB is equal to 2A or upon G. Transposing this to here, so A plus B upon twice of root AB is equal to A upon G. Using C and D rule as question number 28. So using C and D rule, what we get? Root A plus root B upon root A minus root B square is equal to A plus G or upon A minus G, or root A plus root B upon root A minus root B is equal to root A plus G or upon root A minus G. Again using C and D. Again using C and D. What we get? Twice of root A upon twice of root B is equal to root A plus G plus root A minus G upon root A plus G minus root A minus G. Squaring both sides. Squaring to A upon B is equal to A plus G plus A minus G plus twice of under root A plus G or into A minus G upon A plus G plus A minus G minus twice of under root A plus G and A minus G. G cancelled, G here also cancelled. So A upon B is equal to A and A, 2A or 2 common. So 2A plus under root A plus G or into A minus G upon A or A 2A, 2 common. So A minus under root A plus G or into A minus G. 2 से 2 cancel implies A ratio B so A ratio B is equal to, we can say, A plus minus under root A plus G or into A minus G, which we have to prove. Now let us take question number 30. The number of bacteria in a certain culture doubles every hour. If there were 30 bacteria present in the culture originally, how many bacteria will be present at the end of second hour, fourth hour and nth hour? These are word problems based on geometric progression. Question number 30. Given जो initially bacteria हैं, initially is equal to 30. After first hour, what will be after first hour? They will double. So after 1 hour, the number of bacteria is doubled. यानी 30 into 2 to the power 1. After 2 hour, number of bacteria 30 into 2 to the power 2. After 3 hour, number of bacteria 30 into 3 to the power 3. So after nth hour, fourth after fourth hour, so 30 into 3 to the power 4 and as so on. After n hours, number of bacteria 30 into 2, so 2 to the power 3, 2 to the power 4 and 30 into 2 to the power n. Question number 31. What will rupees 500 amount to in 10 years after deposit in a bank which pays annual interest rate of 10% compounded annually? This is the simple question of compound interest, not from the GP. We can directly solve it by using the formula of compound interest. What is the formula for compound interest? A is equal to P. That is question number 31. So A is equal to P 1 plus R by 100 and raised to the power n. A is equal to P. P is equal to given rupees 500. 1 plus R. R is given 10% upon 100 or to the power n given 10. Yani 500 into 1 plus 0.1 or to the power 10 implies 500 into 1.1 or into the power 10. This is the simple solution of question number 31 from the compound interest formula only. And the last question of the exercise, question number 32. If AN and GM of the roots of quadratic equation are 8 and 5 respectively, then obtain the quadratic equation. We have given AN and GM of roots of the quadratic equation. So let we have any quadratic equation. Question number 32. Let roots of equation are alpha and beta. Let we have taken any quadratic equation whose roots are alpha and beta. So given AM is equal to given what? 8. And AM is alpha and beta. Alpha plus beta upon 2 is equal to 8. Implies alpha plus beta is equal to 16. Also GM is given 5. GM implies under root AB. So under root AB is equal to 5 or AB is equal to 25 alpha beta. We have taken roots alpha beta. So alpha beta is equal to 25. Now we have to find out quadratic equation. And what is quadratic equation? X square minus sum of root into x or plus product of roots or is equal to 0. So x square minus sum implies alpha plus beta implies 16x plus product implies 25 or is equal to 0. So this is the required quadratic equation whose roots of whose AM and GM are given by 8 and 5. So this is the end of the exercise 9.3. Thank you.